Piston Cup racers are always some of the most popular Cars diecasts out there. Whether it's Cars 1 racers, Cars 3 veterans, or next gens, people are always going to be interested in what Piston Cup racers are out and which ones they have and which ones they want to add to their collections. Since the Piston Cup racers as a group are so universally beloved, I think it's pretty hard to find ones that I would label as underrated. Everyone has their own favorite Piston Cup racer, and a lot of them get talked about a whole lot here in the Cars fandom. But personally, Cars 3 Dirkson D'Agostino has always really stood out to me as one of the best Cars 3 veterans, and, in my opinion, an item that people very rarely talk about. If there's any Cars 3 veteran racer out there that I think is underrated, it's definitely Dirkson here. Despite only ever being released in multi-packs and being a returnee from Cars 1, I rarely hear people talk about Dirkson here and ask for him to return. As far as Piston Cup racers that I think need to come back go, he's definitely towards the top of my list, and I'm always excited to have a chance to take a look at this guy. Hello everybody, and welcome back to another review and to another birthday request here on the channel. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Cars 3 Dirkson D'Agostino, a birthday request from Venomous Wolf 2000. Thank you so much for the request as always, and I hope you've had a fantastic birthday. Sorry for how late this one is coming out, guys. I had the craziest day. I've gone on like 6 different side quests today. Okay, this morning I went to Target. Hold on. I gotta Ty grabs prop for comedic effect. Hold on. You like my shelves? I've been redoing them. So Target has a bunch of exclusive action figures and merchandise coming out this weekend. And this morning I checked because there's an Emma Frost figure that just came out and I wanted to get it. And they had it. The Target website said my Target had it. So I go to Target. It's not there. And so we go to the front desk and they're like, yeah, we'll get it for you from the back. It's all in the back. The thing that comes out today hasn't been stocked yet, but we have several in the back. So I got it. It's all good. And then I came home, and then I left again a few hours later to do an acting workshop at my college where I had a bunch of people read a really stupid script I wrote called The Avengers Fight Over Pie, and I just had a bunch of people talk about it and read it live. It was pretty funny. Then I just got back from going to the store with my sister. I've been all over the place. So I've been having a very busy Venomous Wolf 2000's birthday, personally. A lot of Marvel-related adventures, I guess. But now, I'm very excited to wind down and take a look at one of my favorite Cars 3 Piston Cup racers, Dirkson here. We just went so off topic, but, you know, like I said, I've had a busy day, and funnily enough, I actually have another birthday request tomorrow, which is crazy. I had 3 this week, so a lot going on right now. Anyway, I should cut all of that, but you know I won't. Someone will care about my wacky adventures, but it's not about me. It's a birthday request for Venomous Wolf, so let's take a look at Cars 3 Dirkson here. Dirkson, of course, like I said, is a returning character from the first Cars movie. I thought that was, oh, this is a rip in my little cardboard sheet. Oh, well. I thought it was like a paint speck I could flick off. Dirkson, of course, is a character that first appeared in Cars 1. He was always a racer that stood out to me. I think he has a really great and distinct design in the first movie, but man, whoa, what a glow up going into Cars 3. This is such a great modernization, and it really, really looks like the packaging you see for a cleaning product in modern day. Maybe not the color scheme, the black and green doesn't really fit too well, but the logo and all the little flowers here definitely fit the aesthetic really well. I absolutely love the color scheme, though. I'm just saying I don't really see, you know, real life companies that would sell similar things to Trunk Fresh using those colors. It's a bit too intense for what they typically go for. You don't really see the flowers with the black and green. Is it really fully black? I always thought he was just like a really dark green. That accidentally became a reference to that one great Batman line in the Lego movie. But yeah, I also thought it was really dark green. Let me know in the comments. I'm pretty sure it's honestly just a super dark green, regardless of whereas this is pretty clearly green and black. Regardless, I think it's just such a visually distinct car. He really does look really, really great. Interestingly, he has green eyelids, which honestly doesn't look too bad. Sometimes eyelids being a different color is kind of distracting, but I honestly think it looks better than it would if you had the alternative. Trunk Fresh logo there, of course. I was going to say, wow, it's weird that the T is lowercase and the F is capital, but that's actually... Oh no, that isn't the case on the original. In the original, they were both lowercase. Here they capitalized the F. But yeah, I really like this green swirl. And I don't think I ever realized this, but that's kind of reminiscent of how the hood is two different colors here. Right here you have the half split down the middle. Here you have it down the middle this way. So very, very nice. Dirkson, of course, keeps the number 34. And we have more of this complex green swirl design. Again, a really, really cool modernization. A lot of these Cars 3 designs really still look like how we see companies do graphic design now 9 years after the movie came out. Sorry to make everyone feel old. Lightyear logos there. Lightyear tires. I love that shade of green. Green and black is one of my favorite color combinations, and I just think this does it so, so well. We've got all the secondary sponsors you expect. Piston Cup Combustor. Oh, sorry, I started just on program reading mentally the next gen ones. Sorry. Piston Cup, Vitaline, Revolting, RPM, Nitrate, Octane Gain, and Clutch Aid. The little service arrow there. Number 34. More of the flowers. The flowers do almost feel kind of out of place with how intense the rest of him looks, but again, that's a carryover from the original. It does look really good. I like that the wind flaps are a different color. That's just a nice little touch. I also really like that this green stripe, look at this. This one stops here and another one starts, and that actually curls all the way around the back and then ends in this sort of fade, and then a new green stripe starts on the other side of Dirkson. You guys know I love an asymmetrical design, and this one is pretty symmetrical. Are the flowers symmetrical? Yeah, but the Trunk Fresh logo on the back is a bit different since the Fresh is green on both sides, so slightly different colors there. But yeah, I do really like the logo fading and then starting new there. Just some nice continuing design. Those are the two things I always praise on racers: continuing designs and asymmetrical areas. We have a continuing design. I thought we had asymmetry. We do not, other than the logo having a slight difference. I also really like how this looks, and I really like how this looks. The split here of this darker green, almost grayish green and black. I love that it's not perfectly split down the middle. And I also really, really like how the logo here, having Fresh written in green and Trunk, or sorry, with green in the back and Trunk with black in the background, makes it look like, again, you have that split down the middle, just like here. See, again, the split is just horizontal. Sorry, the split is just vertical instead of horizontal. Altogether, I really do think this is one of the best looking Cars 3 veteran racers. It's hard to put into words. I tried my best here. I think the color scheme looks great. The design works really, really well. And I just think it looks really cool. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for watching. Thank you once again, Venomous Wolf, for the request. Hope you have a great birthday. And we'll see you guys tomorrow for another birthday request. Bye now.